Hello Cules, it's Pablo here and welcome back to Barca Universal. After our poor start to the La Liga season, we are back in Champions League action in our group stage, and it's a competition we've been doing really well, and we've looked excellent so far in the Champions League, and we face Dynamo Kyiv here, knowing that a win would all but secure passage to the round of 16 stage with just 3 matches played, so it's a good chance for Barcelona this to bounce back from our poor La Liga form, to get another win in the Champions League, to see a good performance, so let's get started. And this one, of course, is going to be an evening kickoff in the Champions League. We're back at the Camp Nou, also a Champions League night at our home ground in Catalonia, and it is always nice to see Barcelona playing here, usually with a full stadium, but it should be a comfortable game for Barcelona. We should turn up for this sort of occasion, we usually do on Champions League nights, and despite our poor form in the league, like I said earlier, the fact that Dynamo Kyiv come here, you'd feel Barcelona would feel confident, they can go out and put a good performance there, maybe even get a clean sheet, get a good victory. Dynamo Kyiv themselves actually are missing half their squad essentially due to the coronavirus, and this game is already in jeopardy, so we'll have to see about that. Does the match go ahead? Does it not? But the fact that Kyiv are coming here, Barcelona would already feel confident to beat them really with a full team. Now they're missing essentially half of it, Barca should be winning here. But let's actually start with ourselves here, and like we said before the Alaves game, Barcelona have to win this. We should be winning it, it has to be a win, and it's non-negotiable really. You know, we've made a bad start to La Liga, but we've been impressive in the Champions League, and the players will know they have to perform here. They need to bounce back with a really important 3 points, because, like I said earlier, 3 points here essentially puts us through this group. It sounds weird, but I believe after this match week, if we win, if Juventus beat Ferencvaros, then Ferencvaros and Kyiv will both be on 1 point each. We'll be on 9, Juve will be on 6. That almost puts Barcelona through. And I think going into this game, guys, Barcelona fans all around the world are asking for a complete performance from Ronald Koeman's team. Yes, we want to see the 3 points. Of course, we want to be beating Dynamo Kyiv. That is the important thing, you know. They're not just a useless team who are coming here to chuck aside. We need this win. It's not going to be that easy, and we're going here to get it, of course. But we do want to see that performance. We really do from Barcelona, because I think right now there are big question marks over this team. And I've been impressed with the start we've made to the season, but we've dropped some serious points in La Liga. We really have. We've almost thrown the league away, guys. We're just a few matches played, so there are massive questions. We're talking about the formation here that Koeman is using. Does that actually work? The team selection, so personnel-wise, is he picking the right sort of players? And also what finishing in front of goal, maybe the lack of potency we have in the final third. That's such a big issue right now also, so I think tomorrow night is a really good chance to put some of those things right, get some goals on the board, get a complete performance, and defensively also. That's really important. And just touching more on personnel-wise, I think we do need to see some different players come into the lineup. There have been massive calls from fans all over the social media pages of Barcelona just asking for players like Dest, Pjanic, Pedri, even Junior Firpo at left back if Alba's not playing well in the team for Barcelona. We do need to see some rotation. We want to see some different faces, and you know the alternatives for that are Roberto, Alba, Busquets, Griezmann. You know, these are the sorts of players that I think the fans are getting a little bit fed up of seeing week in, week out, and even midweek also, guys. So Koeman's got a good chance here to get his 4-2-3-1 shape out there, to see it work perfectly, because right now, in my opinion, it's not working well enough. We're missing midfield dominance in there, and we're also lacking a clear balance, in my opinion. So there are question marks over that. There's question marks, like I said, over personnel-wise, and Koeman's got a great chance here to bring in some players. We fully expect Dest to start, we fully expect Pjanic to start, and we fully expect Pedri to start. So that's good news, and we do need to be seeing these things from Koeman's team tomorrow. So let's move on to that lineup then. This is what I think the lineup's going to be. Honestly, I think it's a very good lineup also, and I think we could be seeing it. In goal, I think Neto's going to start. Usually there's not really any contention over the goalkeeper spot, but with ter Stegen coming back, if he gets the green light, he could well start this game, but I think it's fair to put Neto in goal. It would be a bit odd to rush ter Stegen back into this one, so let's go with Roberto Neto in between the sticks. At left back, Jordi Alba I think is going to remain, just because I don't know if I myself trust Junior Firpo or if Ronald Koeman does either. At right back, Serginho Dest simply has to start. He didn't start against Alaves. He didn't start against Juventus. You would think this has to be a game for Dest. In the heart of defence, no other options other than Piqué and Longley, so that'll be that. In midfield, I think is where we are going to finally see Pjanic, because I think Pjanic is someone who I probably haven't spoken about enough in these videos. He's been nothing short of excellent in my opinion for Barcelona. He's a typical prototype Barcelona midfielder actually. His understanding on the ball, the way he moves it, the way he's got quick feet in the midfield. Yes, he's old, he's not, that athletic maybe anymore, but he really reads the game well, and I know that signing was massively questioned, but I think right now Pjanic is the sort of player that if we're playing a Champions League final tomorrow, for me he'd be one of the first names on the team sheet. He clearly gives us something in that midfield, and I think next to De Jong tomorrow, we could see something special again. Looking further forward in the pitch, I think this will be our front four basically. Yes, we got Dembélé. Yes, we got Trincao as another option, still no Coutinho, and whilst I think Trincao could be in for a start this game, maybe ahead of Messi, maybe ahead of Griezmann, I think we're going to see these guys. I think Pedri is going to start, I think he has to. He's looked one of our best players so far this season, and Ronald Koeman loves him. Messi, people have been massively calling for his rest, but I think he's going to start again. Griezmann after that goal, and he actually looks better against Alaves. Also Juventus, I think it would almost be wrong to bench him here for, that's the first time I'd say that all season. And then Ansu Fati didn't have his best game in my opinion, maybe finishing wise against Alaves, but when he came off the pitch, you saw the effect it had on the team. So Ansu has to be out there, and that front four, that team in fact, gives us a great chance to get the 3 points. It looks really good. But let's actually swiftly move on to our opposition of Dynamo Kyiv, guys. Maybe something you guys are interested in, because there's actually quite a lot to talk about, and maybe they're being written off in all truth before this game. They really are. But the fact is, Dynamo are a very good side. They're far clear at the top of the Ukrainian league right now, and people will be saying, yeah, of course they are, but they're even ahead, almost massively, guys, with a big point advantage of Shakhtar Donetsk, who, in my opinion, look really, really good this season. We saw how Shakhtar did with half their team missing against Real Madrid, and Dynamo will be coming to the Camp Nou in similar circumstances tomorrow, so there's nothing for Barcelona to be taken for granted here. Dynamo Kyiv are a great team. They look really solid in the Ukrainian league. But it is worth noting that they are struggling in the Champions League group. They had a late slip-up against Ferencváros. They didn't really compete enough against Juventus at home. And also, guys, we cannot reiterate enough that, like I said earlier, Dynamo Kyiv come into this game with essentially their full squad missing. They arrived yesterday to Barcelona with just 13 first-team players and so many notable absences in there. You know, no Sidorchuk, no Mikolenko, no Garmash. That's just to name a few. There are so many more starting 11 players that would have been playing for Dynamo that aren't going to be there. And Dynamo right now, you know, the game's in jeopardy. It really is. Is the game even going to go ahead? Dynamo apparently are set to conduct even more PR tests today, and that's going to essentially find out if there are any more positives in their side, because if there are, I think there's a great chance that UEFA call off this game. It's looking very dangerous right now for Dynamo. Almost their entire squad is affected by the COVID-19 virus, so it's looking dangerous right now. If the game plays, they'll be coming here with a lot of players missing either way, so it's up in the air. It's odd. If it plays, you'd expect Dynamo to be very weakened, and Barcelona should be winning this game despite the fact that Dynamo are a really solid team. Yes, they haven't started Champions League well, but they look really good in Ukraine right now, and maybe they come here very weak, and that could be a shame for them. But let's wrap up this preview to the Champions League game with my prediction. I've gone for Barcelona 4, Dynamo Kyiv 0. I never really go for a prediction like that, and I was tempted to say 3-1, but I just thought Barcelona have to get a clean sheet here. They really do, and I think Dynamo are missing so many key players in the attacking third of the pitch, of course due to the coronavirus, so Barcelona should be comfortable enough. It really should be. Dynamo will be massively weakened. I think they'll be coming to the Camp Nou here pretty goddamn depleted in all truth. They're not exactly going to be massively raring to go. Yes, the players who come in will be up for it. You know, you'd expect them to put in a performance of sorts at the Camp Nou, but I think maybe once Barcelona get the first, it can become very draining for Dynamo. They can begin to feel sorry for themselves, and if Barcelona want to, the pitch gets very big, the game gets extremely long, and when we bring players like Dembélé on or Trincao, for example, even Martin Braithwaite, with space, we're definitely able to hurt them in that second half. So that's what I'll be looking for. A big win for Barcelona. A big performance also, like we said earlier. We need to see a reaction from Koeman's team. And let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below for what you want to be seeing tomorrow night, guys, because that is where the video is going to come to an end. Drop a like, share the video, subscribe to Barca Universal if you're new. We'll be here after the game for the match review, if it goes ahead, which we do expect it to right now, but we've got to wait and see if they get any more positive tests, because if they do, there's a great chance it's called off. But until then, guys, enjoy the game if it goes ahead. Enjoy this YouTube channel. Get that community growing in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Goodbye.